ready? Are you ready? Who is ready? Are you ready? I guess I would be if I get in there, huh? We are here. We are back. Who is we, me, and God? Say it again. That's who we are. What's going on, family? Did you miss me? There's the notification. Everybody come on in here. Come on, get in here. Get in here and hit the like button. Share my video. Subscribe to the channel. 100K, y'all. Y'all see that? 100K. That's my new book. The Session with Harry-O. Now it's your turn to win. Man, oh man. Woo, y'all better get ready for it tonight. Because we going to get into it. We going to do it. What's up, Marlon? Man, Marlon. Willpower. Yes, sir. Mary Atkinson. Young Chaos in the building. Oh, man, Young Chaos. Doing it. Miss CFP. I see you, Miss CFP, in the house. Is that you, JBE? What's up, Mark? Facts 100 in the building. Elaine B. Come on in here. I see you. I see you, Janet Cross. Jay Waters. What's up, Mary? Where you at, China? Edith. What's up, Edith, in the house? Jay Waters. Janet Cross. Country Girl with Grit. Audrey's in the building. What's up, Audrey? Josie Ferry's in here. What's up? Come on in, fam. Kimberly Artis. I see you. There go Karen. Linda in the building. I see you, Lady Virgo. What's up, Laura White? Beth Mikey. Callie Finn fan. I see you. Sherlina. What's up, Linda? David Alexander. What's up, Donna Cunningham, Keisha Spady, Donna Hale in the building. What's up, Dave? Trisha. What's up, Keisha Spady? Beth Mikey. Miss CFP. Karen Andrea Davis. Donna Blinders Off. Gloria Hampton. What's up, Lady Virgo? Hey, Mary. What's up, Zena? Kimberly Artis. Andrea Davis. Blinders Off. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I see you, Callie Finn Clan. Rachel Wooten. Rosie Sampson. Beautiful Butterfly. Date Break 76. What's up, Trisha? Woo. Yes, we are. We get ready to get it started. I see you, Zena. Sweet Maddie. Working the walls now. What's up, Olivia? Olivia. Sweet. I'm gonna sing one night. One night I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna do it one night. Not tonight, though. What's up, Lika? Mwah. Thanks for getting us started with that super chat, Lika. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Say hey to the family. Olivia, Sam. Ooh, said you went to the service, huh? Just to have to suffer through the new supply going up, speaking at, wow. Wow, of how much she loved and adored him and would be there for me and our kids. Wow. I'm there for you. I'm here for you. You know, I know that I was, stabbing you in the back and everything, right? But I'm here for you and the children because I love the children too. Make it make sense. Somebody make that make sense. New supply. Speaking at the funeral. Goodness gracious, y'all. These people have no shame. There is no such word as shame to a narc. What's up, Beth? Hey, Blind is off. Where we at? Kimberly Ortiz, Monica Tate in the building. Yeah, did I get everybody? I see you, Will. Yeah, Zena, Francis Butler. Hey, Monica. I see you, Audrey. What's up, Livia? Danita Joe. There we go. We got everybody. We gotta say something to our sponsors real quick. We got to shout the sponsorship out, man. You know how that is. Did I say it? Because I'm gonna say it. Because that is what it is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, gotta say what's up to the good people in sponsorship here. My main man, out of sight, Mike. Boy, did y'all hear that echo? Mike heard it. There you go. Yes, indeed. Is that my man, David Alexander? Hey, Dave. Salute, sir. And Connie Barnes. Mwah. I sure appreciate everybody that sends something in through the Cash App to sponsor the show. Yes, I do. Appreciate the love. The love is appreciated. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen. Whoo, ladies and gentlemen. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? That's right. All the way from South Africa. Appreciate the love, Lika. Yes, we're going to talk about it. What's up, Donna? Yeah, we're going to talk about it, man. Tonight's session, we're going to dedicate tonight's session, man, to everybody that feels stuck with the narc. Yeah, I'm going to start dedicating these sessions, y'all, to everybody who wish they were out, but just can't seem to find this mystery situation that's going to get them out of it. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're going to call it just like we see it, y'all. We're going to call it just like it is, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, what's up, Brittany? Yeah, hey, T. Davis. Thank you so much. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button in, y'all. Yes, you do. Marlon said, when you find out the narc is smearing your name, just know anyone that chooses sides and believes the narc, just know they were already against you. That's what I be trying to tell people, man. These people was not for you from the very beginning. Listen, guys, tonight's session, the title, The Narcissist Will Only Build a House of Pain and Torture. Okay? Never will they love. Never will they build a house of love, of character. Hey, like, man, you got to be crazy. What? Love? What is that? That's how they look at it, man. Love, that's what you do. That's your job. Okay? That's your job. That's how narcs see it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's exactly how narcissists see it, man. It is that's exactly how they see it. They feel that they are here to torture, to bring confusion and pain. That's it. Mm-hmm. Incapable of love, empathy, or accountability, just to name a few. What's up, Dominique? Woo! Dominique said everything on you is your fault, when in reality they are the entire problem. What's up, Honey B Lee? An angel for you. CPM. What's up, Kanita? They change the rules as they go. Just get used to it. They change the rules as they go. They build a house of torture, of pain. Every minute you spend is a moment wasted. Every day you waste waiting for them, anticipating one day this person is going to get it together. At some point, this person will get it together. Maybe, hopefully, prayerfully, right? No, they won't. No, they won't. Narcissist is incapable of getting it together the way you want them to get it together. Remember, if the narc ever gets it together, that means they took you out. That means that they were able to convince you that you are the problem. They were able to convince you that you are the problem. Hey, Melanated Goddess. What's up, Honey B Lee? Hey, Beth. That's right. Wasted time. That's all you're going to end up with at the end. Wasted time. Guys, when a narcissist building with you, man, it's something how you can accomplish anything with a narc when they're being agreeable. You absolutely can. You can accomplish anything with them when they are being agreeable. And that's part of them showing you. And that's what we believe in the end, that, wow, they had all this potential and we were doing this and, excuse me, and we were doing that and we were grinding together. And so, Lady T, we were doing so many things when they wanted it, when it was something in it to benefit them. And I promise you, everything you build with them, everything you build with that narc, everything that you build with them, it is solely for the purpose of them and their discard for you. Everything that you build, they've already plotted it out, how they're going to destroy it. Oh my goodness, come on, Lika. So I'm currently in the worst time and situation I've ever been in my whole life. Thought I knew heartache. No, I didn't until now. The unthinkable happened. What was the unthinkable, Lika? Now you got to tell us what it was. Don't do us like a soap opera. Leave us for the cliffhanger. That's all you're going to have. Time wasted. I wasted all this time, and that was it. That's all you're going to have. I wasted all this time. Wow. We're going to have to talk, Lika. You're going to have to hit me up tomorrow. You're going to have to inbox me tomorrow. We're going to have to rap about that one right there. Yeah, man, we're going to have to rap about that one. Leela Hobby said, what makes me sick and sad is that when they can't bring you down, they go after your children and torture. Good gosh. Leela, that's what we're talking about. When they can't get to you and y'all have children, they will do anything to try to destroy those children. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you something else about their relationship with the children. Guys, we have this assumption, right? We have this assumption that the narcissist, in the relationship with the children, they're doing everything they can. That's right, y'all. So let's say some prayer. Let's say a prayer for Lika. Man, oh man, that's horrible. That is horrible, Lika. Hit me up tomorrow. Hit my inbox tomorrow. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Wow. Yeah, hit my inbox tomorrow, Lika. We're gonna rap about that one. Luis or Lois. Thanks for the super chat, Lois. Lois says they will never change for you, nor will they change for the new supply. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? We saying it, but I thank you for reiterating it, because people need to know it. People need to see it. People need to know it. People need to know. Okay. That's right. Grumpy Author said they want us to live in fear. This is the main reason that they are agents of the devil, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they do. They want you to walk around on eggshells and hope and hope. I was talking to actually a buddy of mine today, and he was telling me that, how he's being hoovered, and he's like, man, I don't know what's going on. It's like, and I'm saying, guys, listen, this is how powerful no contact is. He went no contact 5 years ago. She's still calling, playing on his phone. And she's calling from different numbers because she's blocked, and she just start laughing and hang up the phone. Just to say, yeah, I'm still messing with you. I'm still in your head. I'm still going to be on your mind. Wow. Wow. Empathic Shar said, my son put on Facebook, my mom got a divorce. I guess she's not going to like me because I look like my dad. My youngest daughter said, you might have a point. I have boundaries now. But you know what? See, empaths, we don't do that. We not about to take our children through nothing because they look like the other parent. It is what it is. They look like what they look like. That's our child. That's our responsibility. So, we're not going to look at a child and just be like, man, I don't know you. I'm not with you. I'm not doing nothing. We don't do that. We don't. Now, they probably will get that from the other parent. Yes. Yes, they probably will get that from the other parent because that's just who the other parent is, and they can't help it. They can't help it. But, guys, listen, for anybody willing to take your child through something just to make a point to the other parent of how you can't affect the other parent through their feelings for you. So now you take it out on the children. Excuse me. Man, oh man. Boy, that's a hot room in hell right there. That is a hot room in hell right there. And guys, now, and you can see That is the deal with a narcissist. That is the deal. They are able to do things like that because they are in that kind of pain. That's how you need to start to see them. Everything they do, it is a reflection of what is inside them. Yeah, y'all. Everybody coming in late, hit the like button. Stop hating on the like. Jasmine says, my daughter is a spitting image of her dad, but I love her so much. She is such a blessing. I love her so much. And she said, Mommy, for the first time, melt my heart. There you go. There you go. Guys, that's how we look at them. That's how we feel about our children. Woo! Lady Virgo said, I've been solo for a year. Solo for 1 year. Healing, yet still not divorced. Yeah. You thought he was just going to throw. You thought when you found out you were getting divorced that he was just throwing you away. It was going to be over. Hey, man, 2 months later, you thought that's how it was just going to be done and it's over with. That's not how they do it. That's not how they do it. By the time you get divorced, Lady Virgo, that dude is going to, you watch. He's going to be singing a totally different tune. By the time it's time to get divorced, he's going to be ready to be like, baby, look, man, we ain't nothing out here. You can take my word for it. Ain't nothing out here for you because I done tried it for me and it wasn't nothing out here for me. I thought it was, but it wasn't. Man, these people are unreal. And one other thing about being unreal is when you're with a narcissist, I'm telling you, it's just like watching a train wreck. It's like watching an accident happen. Guys, when you are in the relationship, the entanglement, you are so focused on trying to make sense out of this craziness because it's not going to make sense that you don't even realize that's what's holding you in the relationship a lot of times. The fact that you don't believe what this person is doing. Guys, I promise you, most, if not all of you, were in that relationship. And the reason that it lasted beyond the point of them showing you how crazy that it will get with them is that you could not believe that somebody was trying you the way the narcissist tried you. You couldn't believe it. And you're sitting there trying to make sense of it. And you're saying to yourself, man, it ain't no way that you trying me like this. Nah. I don't even believe it. You saying this to you having this conversation with yourself. While the narc is steadily every day, they're pushing the marker. They're pushing you. Is that a boundary? Let me walk over that. Is that a boundary? Let me walk over that. Anytime you expose a boundary, they're saying, I'm walking over that. Because you having boundaries means that I cannot be in a relationship with you. And that's what I was saying in the story earlier about, talking about my buddy. He's like, man, this female told him flat out that she was going out to cheat on him. And I know that's hard to believe that a female would say that, right? Guys, when they are ready to discard you, the arrogance level is on a totally different plateau. She said, I'm going out. Yeah, okay. I'm going out and cheating on you, okay? And she said it like that. She was trying to be cynical, so it doesn't sting as bad. And then she said, and you ain't going nowhere anyway, so I don't even know why you playing. You're going to be waiting right here when I get back and get ready for all of this. Whew. And if you would have just heard the expression in his voice, he was like, man, at that point, I knew that I had problems. Because this person just admitted to me, she going to see somebody else. And then told me You ain't going nowhere. You gonna wait right here for all of this to be all over you when I get back. Guys, they not, listen, these things, they love the game that they're playing. They love the game that they're running on you. Okay? They love it. And they live for it. All right, y'all. We're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to say happy birthday to Honeybee Lee. What's up, Honeybee Lee? Mwah! Everybody say happy birthday to Honeybee Lee. I'm trying to spell it without having no mishaps. Woo. Yeah. She told him flat out, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be right here when I get back, waiting for all of this to be all over you. When a narcissist, listen, y'all, they will build a house of pain, of torture, of suffering. And to be honest about, to be just real candid about this, when they know they have you like that, they're going to talk to you crazy like that. They're going to talk to you crazy. They're going to talk to you disrespectfully, because at that point, there's no need to even respect us, to respect us. We have shown, at that point, I'm not even worthy of respect at this point. I'm allowing somebody to talk to me like this, and I'm still here. We are definitely participants. And that is how, listen, y'all, if you think that there is anything beneath a narcissist, man, you losing it. You are losing it. We appreciate you, Honeybee Lee. What's up, Jess? Oh, man. Guys, the torture, the rooms of torture behind those closed doors. Man, do you remember? I'm going to tell you a story time. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I remember being in hell. I remember being in hell. I remember the torture chamber. I remember the one thing I wanted so bad. Man, I wanted it bad, and I didn't even know that, oh, that's what you really want. This is what I get to do to you, because that right there, you want that. I was young too. I wanted to have a home and my family in that home. That was it. But based on the level of my wanting that home, guys, let me tell you what it's like when you thought that you were living in your dream. I'm young, I got a home, I got a family, and I go home. You know, of course, when the torture starts, you start listening to music, you start listening to these sad songs and whatnot. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. You start listening to the sad songs, and you just trying to figure out, is this real? Is this really happening to me? That's the first part. That's the first side of it, right? Excuse me. And then while you're trying to figure that out, the narc is just doing their thing. When I got the home, it was like, okay, this is what comes with it. Okay. This torture, this pain that you're about to get is coming with. Guys, I want y'all to understand, man, and think about what it's like when you thought in your mind that one day I'm going to have my home and that's going to be my place of refuge. My home will be my palace, my kingdom. It is the one place on this planet I get to go and get to relax and enjoy myself, right? Outside of this cruel and harsh world, right? But when you got a narcissist in there, when you have a devil in your house, I remember coming home every day, man. Good God. I remember when I got to the turn that turned into my neighborhood. It was a left turn. And you go up this hill. And I remember every day when I started going up that hill, my anxiety levels just went crazy. Every day going up that hill, my anxiety levels were going crazy. Because the thing that was going on inside of my house, oh my God, I was ashamed of it. I hated it. I hated the fact that somebody on this planet had to go through that. And I was even to the point where I said, well, you know what? If I have to be the sacrificial lamb and I go through this so that everybody else don't go through it, okay, then all right, let it be over with this one situation. But guys, I'm thinking when I got up over that hill, and then I would pass our little community center where the pool and everything was. And this is my first home. And it was this little, and before I would turn the corner before I go right into the courtyard where we lived, I remember it was a place in the woods where I could see my driveway as I drove down the street before I got to my court. And every day that I drove past that and I noticed that her car wasn't there, man, it was like walking into hell. It was walking into hell because the thing was, I knew she got off work at 4 o'clock, 3:30 or something. She should have been home. No, that the worst case scenario was 5 o'clock. I didn't get home until about 7, 8 o'clock. So when you go into the house, and guys, this is your brand new home. Your brand new home. You know how it feels to have something brand new. It's like wearing a brand new outfit, and everywhere you go, everything is new. It smells new. This was what you've been dreaming about. And you walk in there, and every day, the one thing you wanted so bad that you thought was going to be instant gratification, instant happiness. You thought, that's what I thought. This is happy. This is going to be happiness. And it was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Walking into hell daily. Walking into hell feeling like I failed, having what I wanted, I thought I wanted, and yet feeling like I totally failed all at the same time. Now, of course, people looking from the outside, looking in, yes, it looks like we winning. It looks like we are winning. Because guys, I'm 24 years old at that point. You know, I think she was 21. We winning at that age, right? Beautiful home. It was the worst. That was the worst period of my entire life. There is nothing that has ever happened in my life that was worse than that period right there. There was never, and I'm talking about worse than deaths in my family. At least the feeling was. Maybe not the actual situation, but definitely the feeling. because I thought at that point, we made it, right? I thought you made it. I made it. I'm a homeowner. I'm young. Man, we ain't got nothing but life in front. We got nothing but years of beautiful memories and you name it, right? Wrong. It was the worst ever. The home that I thought I wanted so bad. Good God, I can't even describe to you guys what the first Christmas was like. It was like a crucifixion. The first Christmas in that house was like the crucifixion, man. That house was so bad. Guys, that experience was the worst experience of my life. It was so bad. I'm telling y'all, this is all honest, man. I thought at that point, truly thought and believed at that point that house was built over an old graveyard. I did. I thought that house was built over top of an old graveyard and it was haunted and it was all types of spirits that took over this person. I'm telling you, man. That's what I thought. That was my experience. Guys, that was hell, man. It was hell. Man, everything about it was hell. Damn, the police was there daily. Man, the police was at that house 3 days a week. Because by the time she got home at 11 o'clock at night, she already knew it was going to be an argument. Because she came in there starting it. And she thought it was funny. She was it was traffic outside. It was traffic. So that's what happened. That's why I'm late. I don't feel like talking about that. What you mean it was traffic outside? Till 11 o'clock at night? Guys, we get so desperate that we start to question, okay, so the next day I'm looking at the news. I called the news department. Hey, is there an accident on the Beltway here? No. Because I wanted to take away the lie you were going to tell that day. Guys, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Dill, all of them put together couldn't get you at home from getting off work at 3:30 and you don't get home till 11 o'clock at night? Come on, champ. But we all know where she was at now. But guys, let me tell you this. Excuse me. Let me say this part. Man, when you're dealing with that type of disrespect, when you're dealing with that level of disrespect, guys, that's all the narc is doing. That's all they're watching. They're watching and seeing how much of this are you going to take? How much of this are you going to take? Before you say, all right, that's enough. I'm done. I'm out. I would say it. I felt it. I thought I was going to do it. Kimberly Ortiz said, she must have been coming home by a rowboat. Listen, man. They're building a house of horrors with you. If you live with a narc, I can personally guarantee you the place you live at, they're going to have so many bad memories in there that the first thing you're going to try to do is move somewhere else where you can just start over with the memories. Because I'm telling you, man, that stuff is going to trigger you every day. Being in that same place, remembering the arguments that y'all had, remembering where you stood the places where you walk back and forth, all of the, man, just all of the craziness that you go through when it comes to this. No rhyme, no reason. They are going to take you into the pits of hell if you go. If you agree to go. If you agree to go, they are going to take you into the pits of hell. That narcissist is going to say, and I'm positive she was thinking the whole time, yeah, how much of this can you put up with? How much of this torture can you handle? She knew I wanted to be out. And guys, I was so sick because there's no way you're going to be healthy in a relationship with a narcissist. I was so sick that I truly believed, I used to really think that she was this way because of how she grew up. And I would feel so, guys, it's sick. It's sick. I would feel sorry for that person because I would imagine, wow, it had to be worse on you as a child. Good gracious. Guys, listen. It's totally, completely bonkers. It's bonkers, crazy, everything else that you can name. You literally start feeling sorry for them. That they grew up in something that treacherous. That they grew up to be a person that is that treacherous. You start feeling sorry for them. They built a house of pain and torture for you. Everything that you want, everything that y'all do together, you're going to remember everything y'all did together. And that's the burden you're going to carry with you going into your future. It is. That's right, Mike, man. We was lost, man. We were lost. Man, I was in it, man. I was lost and consumed in this craziness. Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't lost to the point where I didn't know better, because I knew better. I knew it wasn't no good. I knew it wasn't right, but I did not want to lose, man. That's really what it was. I didn't want to lose. I was willing to put up with this craziness, this arguments, this high drama, high blood pressure, hypertension. I was ready to put up with all of that if it meant that I win. But what I didn't know, which is what most of us don't know, okay? What I didn't know, which is the one thing that most of us don't know, and that is when you're with a narcissist, you already lost. You're trying to figure out a way to win. It doesn't exist. But most people won't tell you that. There is no way to win with the devil. That's saying, devil, stop being the devil. See, I didn't know that, and I didn't believe that. I believed, wow, man, I truly believed there's a way we can make it. I truly believe that crazy mess. Even though I saw with my own eyes, I felt with my own feelings that there was no way this person loved me and could do the things that she's doing. There's no way. I literally had to look back at myself and say, bro, what the hell is wrong with you, man? There's nothing good here. But we got this house though. I got my house. Needless to say, guys, it wasn't worth it. There is no home that's worth it. There's no car. There's no amount of money. There are no physical things that make dealing with the devil worth it? When you make a deal with the devil, man, all you're guaranteed is pain and suffering. That's it. Pain and suffering. That is it, man. That's all you're going to get. What did you say then? Oh, man, I missed it. My bad. Guys, all you're going to get is pain and suffering. You're going to get let down. Who just said that's no excuse? Some of us literally fought through childhood to be here, and we not shitting on people. Whoa! Say it with your chest too. Exactly. It's no excuse, guys. Whatever the narcissist went through, it's no excuse for what they're trying to put you through. Whatever their life was, it is never an excuse for them to be able to come out and just rob you of your time, your effort, your background, the privilege of being with you. The privilege of being with you. They undermine it. They mock us. The narcissist mocks us. Like this was just a game. Hee hee ha ha. It was a game. It was a game. And it's a cruddy game. Everything about them is cruddy. Everything about them is about torture. Everything about that snake is about evil. Everything. Everything about them. And you will regret it. New England Beauty says chivalry. Whoa. Got a dog out here hollering. Yeah, chivalry is dead. What in the world? I know y'all hear that dog, right? Wow. I'm tripping. That's what I was thinking, melanated goddess. You think it's an owl? Think it's in trouble? Maybe. I don't know. Whew. My man, Mike. Thank you, so. Hey, Mike, salute. Salute, champ. Appreciate you, big bro, for being a sponsor tonight. Yes, I do. Say, don't go fight. I will be taking my weapon with me if I do. Oh, man. Listen, y'all. Again, man. At the end of the day, man, the worst situation ever, man, ever I mean, this was the worst situation ever. And what I'm saying to y'all is when you are in a place in your life where you've gotten beyond it, and then you start to look back, y'all terrible, man. Say, man, watch out, not behind in your backyard. Ooh, man. Listen. Man, y'all terrible. Oh my goodness. Guys, when you get to that place where you like, man, I'm beyond that, I'm telling you, I promise you, when you look back in it and see how disturbing it is, to see how much you put up with, that the weight of that alone, you hear me? The weight of that alone is going to have your mind in a totally different place. Just knowing like, wow, I really put up with that? Why? What would make me put up with something like that? Man, Joe. The worst time period in your life. You hear me? The worst time period in your life. You can't think of things that are worse than dealing with them. You know, and that's what brings a lot of these topics out of me and discussions, because I start looking at things like people try to convince you that you are what you attract. You cannot be what you attracted in that cruddy, dirty, trifling bum. You can't even imagine on the level that they take you to. You can't even imagine it. You can't imagine how dirty they are. You can't. Nobody could have told you that somebody was going to be that trifling in your life, where you're going to need counseling, you're going to need coaching, you're going to need a minister, you're going to need a series of people in your life to help lead you out of that. Nobody could have told you that. Nobody. What's up, China? Nobody could have told you that. I'm telling you, nobody could have told you that. No one. And we sit back trying to put the puzzle back together. You're sitting back trying to figure life out. And this trifling crackball is just sitting there throwing jabs at you, throwing things at how much can you take? I'm going to take you through this. They're showing you, oh yeah, you wanted this? You wanted this home? Or we'll get a place. But there's a price you got to pay when we get in that place. Yeah, it's a price you got to pay. It's a price you got to pay. And the price that they want you to pay is the price of your life. They want you totally destroyed, not partially destroyed. They want you totally destroyed. That's right, melanated goddess. They will laugh in your face. They will laugh in your face when they dogging, when they know when they're doing the most painful thing to you. They laugh at you because you're a joke to them. the more serious you get about your relationship with one of them, the less respect they have for you. The more serious you take them, the more serious you take the relationship, the more they disrespect you and the more they dislike you. They're looking at you and they're saying, man, this was a trick. This was a trick. And you went for it. That's all. They're saying, hey, you went for it. I put the bait out there. You went for it. You saw it. You know, that's it. That's how they feel. They're looking at us now like, man, you know, what you gonna do? Like I said, like I said, my buddy was talking about earlier, you know, the narc said flat out, what you gonna do? You ain't going nowhere. And that's how they get. You ain't going nowhere. You're gonna be right back home where you belong. They get to talking to you like that. Because they always want to be able to just down you more. And guys, it's happening to the people that you were least expected. Jasmine ever said, they just catch us. They just catch us at a vulnerable stage in our lives. And because we are great people, we're tricked by their charm and that mask. But eventually the mask comes off. Oh, man, that mask is coming off. And when it does, man, that mask is coming off, y'all. And when it does, you better hope and pray that your boundaries are stronger than any type of feelings you have for that monster. Because that monster is only about building a house of pain for you. Remember that. That's all that's the only place they want you to live. In that house of pain and torture. And they want to torture you every day. They're going to wake up every day. Guys, y'all realize, some of you do realize what it's like waking up every day to somebody that you don't know what's going to happen today. You don't know what person you're going to get today. You don't know how they're going to act today. You don't know what they're going to be mad about, but you know that it's going to be something crazy. And we put years into that project. Guys, most of the time, and most of us, we put up with a narcissist that we wasn't initially attracted to. It's a whole lot of us in here that put up with some crazy mess from somebody that we definitely, we wouldn't usually talk to that person. Absolutely not. And if you have a story that you've gone through something as a child, in your childhood, whoo, man, boy, oh boy, they're not going to let you out of their sights. They are not going to let you out of their sight. They're not. When they get a good supply, guys, when they get a good supply, somebody who's gone through some suffering in life, in which 99.9, I'm sorry, 100% of people have gone through things in their life. Okay, you grew up in this world. Everybody got it. Keep us posted, Christina. Everybody got it. I'm telling y'all, everybody got it. Whew. Restless no more. Thanks for the super chat. Restless no more said, thank you for clearing that up. I was thinking, am I like him? Since people say you are what you attract. But I kept telling myself, I'm nothing like him. Absolutely not. Absolutely. See, that's why I'm saying, man, a lot of this stuff, we got to be deprogrammed. Because most of the stuff the narcissist did, you ain't never seen it before. You ain't never heard of nobody who did some of the stuff they did. Yeah, we heard of people who cheated. Yeah, we heard of all that stuff. That's nothing new. But that's the least of what the narcissist did. See, what you didn't know, nobody taught us about how this person is going to gaslight. Nobody knew what gaslighting meant. Nobody knew that there was a full torture episode that comes with all of this. Nobody taught us that. Nobody taught us, hey man, yeah, you doing one of these jokers, it's going to be torture. And a whole lot of it. Nobody taught us that. Nobody told us that. No. We are out here right now, man, trying to, a lot of times, guys, most of us are out here trying to figure this stuff out, man. We're trying to figure out, like, wow, hold up, how did I get to this? How did that happen? How did I attract this? You're going to attract a little bit of everything, people. They know what they like, what they see. But once they get to know you, once they get to know that you're one of those people that's willing to give me a second, a third, a fifth, 50, 11 chances. You're going to give up 10,000 take me backs. That's what they're looking for. Nah, man, we were nothing like that trash. We are nothing like them. Even with their residue on us, we are nothing like them because they are to the core cruddy. To their core, they are cruddy and dirty. To the core, they are cruddy. Everybody who came in late, hit the like button. Thank you. Thanks to that super chat, Lady Virgo. Mwah. Lady Virgo said, the narc predators prey. We pray. It's a big difference. And light always wins. Wow, this gather is healing and empowering. Thank you so much, Lady Virgo. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is, because there are so many unanswered questions and people play with your mind. See, that's the worst thing that could happen to any of us. When somebody out here playing with your mind and your emotions. Somebody out here playing with your mind and your emotions because you're vulnerable. When you're going through this and you're going through that, and you got people that are flat out just going to go against the grain. They're going to go against you and whatever you're saying. And we listen to people because we're trying to find something logical here. We're trying to find the logic in this situation. We're trying to figure out, why is this person acting like this? Why are they doing what they're doing to me? What is this really about? We're trying to figure it out. But guys, what I want you to know is, what I really want you guys to know is that when you hear those sayings, yeah, it's something in you that's attracting these no good people. The only thing in you attracting people that are no good is the fact that you continue to put up with them. Okay? They're attracted to everybody. A narcissist doesn't, their type is the type of person who is going to give them another chance. That's their type. You going to give me another chance? And another chance? And another chance? That's it. That's their type. Somebody who's going to put up with that craziness, y'all. That's their type. I missed that one. China said they were looking for someone to give up everything to be their nothing. Good God. Y'all hear China in here chiming in. They were looking for someone to give up their everything just to be the narc's nothing. Yeah. That narc wants you to give up everything that you thinking about, everything that you stand on, everything that you want to achieve in life. They want you to give all of that up just to be a nothing for them, just so they can go out here and talk about how you had all these hopes and dreams, and now it's nothing. You nothing. You nobody. You're nothing. Well, how did you get that way? Because the narc they're not going to encourage you. You think anybody in here to think a narc wants to see you successful? Man, well, you need to get back in line again at the back of the line and start all over again. If you think that a narcissist wants you to be healthy, if you think they want you to be successful, oh man, that's a frightening thought to a narcissist. You become healthy. That means that you have boundaries. You become successful. That means they have to look at that success after they have gone and told everybody that you're not success. You're this, you're that, you're lazy, you're these things. They exaggerate, they lie, they smear your whole entire name and try to smear your reputation. No, they don't want to have to live with the fact that every time somebody that knows you, that knows them, they get tired. They don't want to hear that, stuff about how you are doing so well. They don't want to hear that mess. They don't want to hear that mess about how you're so successful. They don't. They don't want to hear it. Okay? They don't want to hear that stuff, man. They don't want to walk into people and, after they've tried everything they could to destroy you and torture you, they don't want to talk to people that know you, that know, oh man, nah, so-and-so, man, got it together, got that thing together. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to look up on your social media and you living your best life. You seeing the world and you living good and you doing your thing. Y'all think a narc want to see you like that? Man, they want to see you crying somewhere balled up, defeated, destroyed. They want to show everybody that you were the problem. Because everybody that knows them already knows the narc is the issue. They know the narc is the problem. Whoo! Shawty Nika said, and still I rise. And he mad. She said, yes, I stand, still I rise. And yes, he mad. Because yes, indeed, they are mad. They are mad. They are jealous. They are jealous. If you think they're jealous of you in the relationship, man, oh my, you have no clue as to what they really feel like about you getting out of that entanglement and you're no longer under their spell and you are getting your life together or you got your life together. They don't want, oh my goodness, man. No, they don't want to ever see that. A narcissist wants to feel like no matter who you're in a relationship with, they can always come back into your life and play their game. That's the reason why they want to do the initial discard. Well, that's one of the reasons. Because they always want that opportunity. They always want that another opportunity to get back in, to come back and explain what they didn't explain as to why they had to break up with you. Yeah. China said that's why when they leave, they have a head start. While you at the bottom. That's right. Because they did everything they could. They're going to flatten your tires. They're going to put sugar in your gas tank. They're going to cancel your car insurance. They're going to cancel your life insurance policy. Well, not your life insurance policy, because they're still trying to be the beneficiary. They're going to try to get your bills jacked up. They're going to try to get your credit jacked up. They're going to do everything they can do to make sure that when the end comes, you're in the worst possible shape of anybody. They want to make sure your life is in the worst shape it's ever been. Say, but when you get up and you surpass them, and when they have accomplished, people see who the real problem was. See, that's one thing they really fear. That truth. Man, one thing a narcissist never wants to see is the truth being exposed. That's why so many narcs hate my channel. Man, when they see that truth being exposed, they hate it. Man, I've made some people sick on this channel. People throwing stuff at the TV and everything. Picture that. Picture that. Narc telling people crazy stuff about me, and then they watching me on TV one day. Wow. Picture that. I'm trying to tell y'all what it is, man. You listen. God said he'd make your enemy your footstool. Good gracious. I don't even want that as a footstool. I don't even want that as a footstool. I don't, man. They can't stay quiet. They can't just leave you alone. They can't just leave the situation alone. They can't. They won't. They won't. These people are broken from the inside, guys. Tell them, China. The best revenge is them watching you succeed. Oh, that's a slow burn. We want to be at the top right away. No. Take your time. Take your time. Let them watch as you progress slowly. Yeah. Let them watch. I mean, they're going to watch anyway. Because all the lies they've told everybody about you, they got to make it make sense now. They do. They have to make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. At the end of the day, man, everybody, they went out, they told everybody it was you were this, you were that, you were abusive. Those are their favorite words. Yo, man, they was abusive. They was this, they was that. The whole time they're trying to set you up. The discard, they're trying to set you up. They're trying to set you up. And I'm saying, ladies, don't think that men won't set you up with the police, making false reports on you. Don't think for 1 second. Don't think for 1 second that they're not. The game is to tear you down by any means necessary. Christina said, I woke up every day with a huge grin on my face, knowing he ain't ruining my day before work. No texting. That's right, China. Yeah. Don't think for 1 second that they're not trying to sabotage your life with the legal system. When they can't do it because your feelings they misinterpreted your feelings, and the feelings wasn't strong enough for you to just walk right in there and let them destroy you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. When they have nothing else, they get desperate. They get desperate and run over here. Let me call the police. Let me go do this. Let me get something legal started. Yes. Yes, they will. Yes, they do. Because they are defeated. Why do they want you to be defeated? Because they are defeated. Yes, they are defeated. Catherine Corbett said he goes to church and still acts the same. So what you thought? See, that's what we think. We be thinking that they don't went to church and they must have some respect for God at this point. Listen, a narcissist is in church just for show, just to collect bodies. That's it. They're not in no church because they got respect for God or the church. No. No, don't you think for 1 second they went to church and got it together? Because they didn't. They're never going to get it together. A narcissist will never get it together. And I'm saying real talk, guys, I don't care how much you try to put into, whatever you think is going to be with them. For real. That narc ain't ever going to get it together. It's just not going to happen. New England Beauty said, they watching me watch you. Ooh, man. Guys, it's not going to happen, man. I'm sorry. Church ain't going to break that thing out of them. What's in them is in them. That stuff is permanent. That stuff is permanent. Okay? Ooh, librarian said, I know I'll be triggered by men's phones, and if they turn it face down or look at it turned away from me, it'll trigger me now. Now I know. It's a sick feeling every time the phone buzzes. Trauma. You know what, though? See, that's why it's so important for you and everybody. It's for all of us. It's so important for us to get back to us. It's so important for you to get your life back to a place where somebody else's phone, that is something that you have no control over. What they want to see in their phone is their business. And that's why in the beginning of relationships, that's why we're so free and open. Because we're trying to keep it exactly the same way it was when we started. When you meet somebody and, y'all starting to develop, the relationship, and you start, you notice you got feelings for the person. Okay, well, you don't wait until you have developed feelings for this person before you start watching how they move. No, you got to watch the way they move before those feelings become developed. You have to watch the way they move. Because if you do not, you will regret. You will regret it. These people have no shame, guys. They absolutely have no shame. These people have no shame. The goal is destruction. The goal is keep getting your mouth shut. The goal is they don't want you out here telling people what they did to you. The goal is they don't want anyone to know how cruddy they are, how dirty they are. Because when people start talking, They can't move the same way anymore. Now they got to go to a new town and trick other people that don't know them. Okay? Guys, listen. The narcissist will only build a house of pain and torture. Never will they build love. That's what y'all got to take away with this from here tonight with you. It's always going to be a house of torture. It's never going to be love. Everything they do that you, even something you like, it's a setup. That's how you have to see these people. It is a setup. Whoo, Jasmine said, no reaction is a reaction to the narc that triggers them more than anything. That triggers them more than anything. And it does. It absolutely does. There you go. Don't say anything. That's the loudest statement you can make. That is the loudest statement you can make. Well, hey guys, that was an incredible session in here tonight. Oh boy, oh boy. That's right, Trisha. What's up, Peaches? Everybody put some peace and love in the chat. Hey guys, look, I want to see y'all back in here on Wednesday night. Same bad time, same bad station. I'm going to leave you just as I came in here with nothing but love, peace, and soul train. Peace, family. See y'all Wednesday night, man. We're going to get it in again for sure. Guys, listen, if you need to make an appointment with me, okay, to have sessions with me, go into my inbox on Facebook or Instagram, okay? Send me a message. I'll send you my calendar. Yes, indeed. That's how it works. Just like that. All right, guys. Y'all have a good rest of your night, and I'm going to do the same. See y'all Wednesday night, people. Thank you. Peace.